You call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger, all willing and able to do what you want. You think I'm a thing.
Good morning, Options Trade King members. Iceman here. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it. All right, let's talk about something real quick, guys. Discipline. I just want to tell you guys right now, if you don't have discipline, you're not going to make it. Okay? Discipline is not having to take a trade. Look at King. Look at me. You know, I took one trade yesterday, which was a SPY put, and it was just a technical analysis. Don't get me wrong, I've been busy redoing the Discord and stuff, but I'm not taking trades right now. I mean, market's uncertain. We got the SPY roll today. Okay, the SPX is rolling, major roll. What's going to happen? I don't know, but a lot of people don't know, which should cause fear. Fear causes panic. Panic causes market to not perform well. Okay. What I would like to see ideally happen is I would like futures to start off. I'd like the SPY to start off down a little bit. I'd like to see them negative. Futures are up right now. My concern with that is if futures are up at all, people will take profits because they're unsure today. And then it'll cause the market to downtrend. What I like about gap downs is they tend to want to fill, right? And it creates the urge to buy because everybody wants a deal. And then you see the market actually go okay today. Now, is that what's going to happen? I don't know. And that's the problem, guys. Nobody knows. We got really good traders out there. We don't know. We got the quad witching today, which is all the different options markets expiring. And then we have the SPX massive roll, a couple of big things, right? So be aware of that. Watch for that. My issue, if the market kind of gaps up a little bit, is that so we broke through a support right here. You know, here's my estimated breakdown with the channel, okay, which is right below the 20 EMA. That's just that would be your first price target breakdown. So if that happens, I could see the spike coming down to 389 before getting any kind of a bounce, or maybe 390. If it gaps up a little bit, I just worry because it's going to come back up and retest this for resistance. If it gets a gap down, it'll act a little bit more like a rubber band, right? And kind of want to push it through that, and it won't act as resistance. It'll just consolidate along it, and then we see. If anything, if this market opens up where it's at or it gaps up just a little bit, it's going to want to fill that down. It's out of resistance, and I worry it's going to push down towards here. I don't think we're going to have like a massive fail today, but you never know. Like I said, I'm being careful. So, guys, just discipline. If you can't sit on your hands and not go in on and make trades every day, you're just gonna fail. Okay, another thing I want you to think about. Some of you guys do that because you want to be, you guys want to be like Craig or like me or like King, whatever. Which I'm not quite there yet either. So don't get me wrong. But you want a bigger account. I get it. Okay, but if you can't make $5,000, why do you think you can make 10? I mean, if you can't consistently make $1,000, how are you going to get to 100,000? Discipline. Learn to trade. Learn to keep that mindset and learn to slow down. Okay, don't gamble. And that's what the mentality is, guys. Like, oh, it's down, it's got to go up, right? Or it's down, I got to buy more. There's nothing saying that it can't go down more. Like, just chill, relax. The best traders wait for confirmations. Okay, or at least we have a reason. We predict bounces, we scalp, but you don't just take blind trades. I mean, it's not like, hey, it's really up today. Should we take a put today just because it's up? Like, why? Because it's up? Can it go up more? Why not? So keep that in mind. Oh, see in there, corrector agrees with me. So get rid of that gambling mentality of it has to do this, I have to do that. Or, you lose. Here's another example, okay? So you take a play yesterday and it goes up, and you have another play that goes down. Well, now you're down on that one, so you refuse to sell the other one because you're trying to make up the losses. Okay? That's not smart. Don't hold on to something just because something else went down. That's stupid. Okay, don't be stupid. I don't mean to be mean to you guys, but come on, just don't be stupid. It's not that. I mean, and it doesn't sound that hard, right? But it is, because by nature we want to be stupid. I don't know why, but we do. I have that gambling mentality too. It's a lot of work for me to keep the right mindset, but I do it. Yesterday, I wanted to buy shit. I didn't. I wanted to sell some of the stuff that was going down. I didn't because I am not really too concerned about it, but I wanted to a little bit. Just, protect your accounts, play smart. I don't know how much I could stress that to you guys. And don't go big just because you lost in the last one. That's what you do at the casino. Oh, I've got to win the next hand. I'll win this one, right? No, stop it. You can't. You're never going to succeed with that mentality. I'm telling you, no matter what trading style you have, no matter who you follow, you're going to fail if you do that. Okay. So please try and take those lessons. If you do it, the only way you're going to learn is to lose your account. I mean, and you're going to learn the hard way. So I beg you, please don't lose the hard way. All right. Corrector, you want to join, you can. I'll send you an invite. Give me 1 second here, guys. So the new Discord's coming along pretty nice. Anybody wants to just kind of check it out, I have a mock version set up. Shoot me a DM. I'll send you an invite. Just so you can kind of take a look at it and see what it looks like. I'd like to get opinions on it, see what people think and what they do like and don't like. So, not to say I'm going to listen, but not to say I'm going to change it, but I would like to listen to your ideas. So keep that in mind. All right, G-Nog and Ride, guys. G-Nog's probably going to do all right. It's up a little bit pre-market, but gambling's going to be good this year. All right, here's Corrector. Morning, Corrector. Ride. Somebody else asked about Ride the other day. Ride is tanking, I think, because they have their first demo vehicle exploded or it caught fire and burned down within 10 minutes of starting it or something like that. You could Google the story and you can see what happened. But yeah, so they don't have a working prototype now. So crashing hard. Plus earnings came out, which I'm sure was not good. I mean, but nobody expected to be good. They're not making vehicles yet, so that's not a big deal. I think they're more failing because of their Hey, if you guys kept my FDX call, you're going to be happy today. FDX earnings came out. They blew it out of the water, 278. So if you have my last running call on FDX, boom, that worked out pretty well. That runner worked out. I don't like to hold a lot through earnings, but that one did work. So sell that at, I think, it expires today, so sell it at open, okay? I will post that in the room too, but get rid of my FDX call. That was a winner chicken dinner. And guys, just so you know too, I want to show you this real quick. We're going to go over a couple of plays here. I'm going to do a class this weekend. I have a lot of free time this weekend, so I will do a TA class. I just want to show you why I originally bought this. We originally bought this day right here, okay? And I bought it on this breakout. A lot of people don't like to buy things on a breakout, but the channel was a good height. It had expectations for a decent sized move. Okay, and I just want to show you guys. So here's the height of your channel, right? Okay, at the point of breakout, it would have put the price target at 281 or 280ish, about whatever. It's at 278 right now, so it's almost hit. I mean, but that's why I bought that call. Okay, I don't just take shots in the dark, guys. I'm playing things for a reason. Just know that with all my plays. All my plays are based on chart analysis. I don't just randomly take shit. If my plays aren't working, it's because the market is scared and breakouts aren't happening. Now, the reason I took those last week is because my risk model changed. For a while there, you saw me, I kind of went quiet on my plays. They're starting to come back now because my plays just don't, chart analysis doesn't work as well in a scared market. People take profit sooner, it causes things to crash and reverse. But now that now things are going, but you know what? We will make a lot of money on that downturn next time. I tell you what, I'll be ready for it. I'm watching my risk models. And we'll take more puts, and I will announce and I will be way more vigilant about not just protect your account, but time to switch to puts. Okay, new one is sitting on a support right here. You can see it clear as day. And I'd like to see that hold. If it doesn't hold, I see it going down to just a little bit lower to the 100 EMA, but it's got a lot of support right here, all the way across. So as long as that holds, I think that this could turn around and start coming up. You do see, once again, though, if you were going to really map a play on this, right, you can see this is in currently a downward channel. So while it's down towards the bottom of the channel here, so I'd expect this to go up in the short term. What you really want to see is you want to see a breakout above this channel. So what would happen is, right, this would go up, and then it would come back down and test and then rip. Okay, that's how when most stocks break through a support, that's what they do. Or resistance, they come back and test for support. I say that all the time. Please listen. Baba. Oh, oops. Okay. Baba is looking good. Pre-market 240. This is great. We just want to see that hold. Okay. What I don't want to see is that pull back right away. What I'd like to see is that hold the 239 range. Either way, I'm in the Baba play with you guys. I don't have those 300 calls. I posted the leap that I did was the 250 call leaps. They were a little more expensive, but it was, for 50 points, it was only an extra $12 for the call, for a 50-point move swing. So that's what I chose to do over what King played. Corrector, before I go any further, you anything you want to talk about, bud? Sorry, I'm just kind of like rambling along here. Oh.
No, you're good. I'm
Okay.
just keeping a close eye on Tilray. Yeah. I'm just keeping a close eye on Tilray. It looks like Cuomo and the rest of New York has come to some sort of agreement. So once that hits the broader news, hopefully we'll see a pump in some of the marijuana stocks.
Yep. Unfortunately, and even with the news, if the SPX, now this did break through, yesterday I think I kind of talked to you, but I was concerned right here, corrector, with this break below a new low. Well, there's one candle, but that was an opening candle, I believe. So that I don't trust this candle.
That wasn't, it was a 930 candle.
Yeah. So I consider this a new low. Which unfortunately, today would possibly mean that it could come back up and it will retest these for support, for resistance. Now, if those don't hold as resistance, it could power through. But if they hold as resistance, I see it pushing down lower. So keep an eye on that.
I drew some fibs. I don't know if you ever use any Fibonacci retracements, but it was sitting right on top of a fib last night that was dating back like 2 weeks. So
yeah, let's
we'll see. It needs to bounce off that fib.
There's some pivot points. So there's a pivot right there. Yep, it hit. Just right on tapped on it.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of this one and do. I like this one. This is an auto one. So this shows it. It's this one's an auto adjusting one. It changes with.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
The heights. So it's not set levels, but you can see it does work pretty well. Like here, it came down, it fell a little bit below, but then it came back up and hit, and and now it fell through. And like I said, new lower low, my concern.
Yep.
Got to see that turn around. Okay, Baba looks good. And guys, we got a little bit of time. I think next week we could rip. The Baba one, I don't really want to make any. I'm in the leap. I'm not in that short-term call because I already had a 250 leap. But we will watch the stock Baba early next week and see how tech does next week. Okay, I'm not really gonna make any decisions based on today's action with the SPX roll. just be aware of that. I took those SPY puts yesterday as a hedge. I did cash out half of them because I bought quite a quantity of them for just a hedge on my account. I sold half because they went up over $1 or about $1, and I kept the rest, and I'm keeping those throughout today to help protect my account for if the SPY does massive drop with the spiral. Okay, if it doesn't, they go to zero. I don't really care. I'm just protecting myself. I don't want to see my account value drop to drop 10 or 15% just because the SPY crashes. FR. We'll get rid of this zero quick. All right. I used to put those linear regression channels too. I should put those up again. Those are just really easy to see stock movements. I did start to add Keltner channels. I like that's a new one I'm researching, but I do like Keltner. Where did my... Gosh damn it. One second. I don't know why, but I can't find my linear regression channel now. Hey, I'll just reload my page real quick. I would be worried too much about the time indicators over the weekend. If it's up more than 50%, then yeah, I mean, hell, sell it or sell part of it and leave a couple. But yeah, lock in those profits. Absolutely. I wouldn't crucify anybody for locking in profits. Okay. I won't call any of you guys dumb for locking in and securing profits. All right. FR, linear regression channels. If that disappeared on me, I'm gonna be pissed. Unless I did. All right. I'll have to figure out where that went. I'll add them back in. Anyway. Okay. First Industrial Realty Trust is looking good, to be honest, guys. Had a high here, which was a new high, came down, got support, and now I think we talked about this yesterday, that I said that I thought it would head back up and it's going to go and reattempt these highs. So that's exactly what's happening. So even if that gets denied a little bit, it might come back down and then retest and fall on support right here. Okay, at like the 45-50 range, and then work its way through. So I'm not sure it'll be today, but it looks good. You're fine. IPOE. Okay, this is speculative money. I have a lot of IPOE. It's sitting at that $18, $20 range, but I honestly think that over the next month now, okay, this will start climbing. Merger is supposed to be mid-April, so we got about a month left. Usually the last month is when these run. If tech can come back next week and spec money can rotate out of value and sitting on the sidelines into back into tech and speculative, this will be doing just fine and heading back towards its previous highs. So into merger, and then after that we see. Okay, thoughts on Airbnb expiration 430, break even is 197. Okay, Airbnb. Yeah, it's in a downtrend at the moment. Short term maybe. I mean, it looks almost like a bull flag, to be honest. It's going a little further than I would have liked, but it's sitting right there. It did break through a resistance. It's come back up though, and so it's going to be sitting right against those lines. I think this could, this could churn next week with everything else. Honestly, guys, I just wasn't making too many decisions today. This don't get me wrong, this chart doesn't look the best, but because we're failing through those EMAs, but there is support right below it as well at 189, and that's a $5 drop, but from pre-market. I guess it just depends on where you're on cost. I think it'd be worth holding till at least Monday though, and see what happens Monday, see what happens next week, and watch how today goes. I mean, we see then we see, right? But I'm very curious how today is going to go with the spiral and the quad witching. Which corrector you've seen that before? I've quad witching. What's the normal reaction of the market on a quad witching? It happens 4 times a year.
I mean, it's rolling contracts, so it's just gonna be choppy. There's gonna be selling and then buying of the next, if
Right.
they're willing to get in now. So there's gonna be a lot of selling, but there should also be a lot of buying. So there's just gonna be a lot of volume. We'll see what happens, but I figure that most people who are still in it are just gonna roll it to the next contract. So we'll see.
All right. Guys, once again, new Discord. I see I've got some DMs already. The new Discord is just a mock server. King has not approved it yet. But if any of you guys want to take a look at it, I will send you an invite. And you guys can just take a look and shoot me comments and thoughts on it. What you guys like, don't like. Like I said, not saying I'll change anything, but I will definitely listen to everybody. Okay. PDD, someone just posted this one. They have a 150 call for April 16th. Yeah, I think you're probably good. I'd hold this through at least this weekend and next week. I'd give it. I mean, you got a lot of time there, and like I said, I wouldn't make any drastic decisions today on something that's still a month out. Okay, skills. The skills a buy here. 24. What strike is first would you consider? Pre-market is way down. I mean, I wouldn't probably buy this today. Like I said, but I don't plan on buying anything today, really, unless it's a SPY, call, or put or something like that. It all depends on how the market reacts, but I'm not really necessarily looking to take anything today. If I was going
Iceman,
to,
did you know that? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, yeah.
I was gonna say that Motley Fool actually recommended it as a buy near that high like this past week.
Oh really?
And it's just gone down since then. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they were. It hit, so you can see it had a resistance right here. Yeah, it hit that resistance.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm sure they thought it would catch support on these EMAs, and it'd have like a nice big, almost like cup and handle type thing, right? I mean, and then continue to rip up towards these highs, and then so forth. It's just not acting that way. But this is way down. I mean, 50% down almost for the month.
It's following that channel still too.
It is. Yeah, look at that.
It's following that downtrend since the very top.
Yep. Okay, so there's your channel, guys. So it's in the upper end of that channel, but you really want to see, at the very least, not a new lower low. And it did have a new lower low yesterday, so just be careful. That means it could be heading down towards the 100 EMA. Well, I guess here it is. It's a pre-market, or it's falling. So what happens now? That support, this is the first time hitting that support. I'd imagine it recovers right away. I don't think it'll just keep falling. It'll come back up and retest that trend line area. And that became resistance now. So it'll come back and retest that, my prediction. And then it may push lower. But yeah, ultimately you want to see a new higher high or higher low, before I would consider taking this call. So that's just my opinion. Tesla. All right, guys. Tesla's the one that we need to come back. So I showed you guys this yesterday, right? So this breakdown happened perfect. It came out of this channel. That would have been a signal to get out. The height of the channel was this, and that is almost exactly where it fell to twice. Now you'd like to see this pivot off of that and return. If it doesn't pivot off of that, and I think it will, guys. I don't think this will go much lower. If it doesn't pivot off of that, though, it's going to probably come down to the 620 range. to find support. So really need Tesla to rip for tech to rip. I think that comes next week. Okay. BA 260 319 call. Ew. Today's last day is going to be shaky. Let's see what BA is doing. What the F did I just do? Ugh. I just moved something into my upper pane. I don't know what it was. It's one of my DMI indicators. Well, that's when I just hit refresh. I don't even know how I did that. Okay, Tesla. So we really need Tesla to come back, guys. That'll be the leader of tech. Okay. So, or this will be one of the tech first indicators. If it starts ripping, all tech will start ripping. That's what we need to happen for next week. I don't know if it'll happen this week. I doubt it will. I was just talking to another trader this morning. There's concern about what if there's some rumors out there that what if China asks Elon to upload all video footage from the cars? What will he do? Will he pull out of China? And then if he does, what would that happen? I mean, what would happen in stock? Or will he upload the videos? And then what will that mean for the stock price? Right? Will he just choose to stay in China and sell his videos back, or give them his videos? I mean, that's one of the concerns. China has some weird demands like that. They've done that in the past. Like when Google wanted to get in China, they made them build a special browser, which caused a lot of controversy for Google. Apple, same thing. They wanted to get rid of a browser, make some modifications to devices. Apple decided to abide so they could sell iPhones in China. But what will Musk do? That is the question. Okay. And here you can see. So if you were going to play this as a breakdown, right? So here it broke down, came back up and retested that channel, and then it fell further, or fell again. Okay. Remember, when things break down, they usually come back and retest to confirm it's a real breakdown. But Tesla can turn in a heartbeat. Like I said, not taking any plays today, guys. Sit on your hands. Have a little bit of self-discipline. Only take calls if they look. I mean, if you actually, have reason or something to believe that they're going to go up. Don't just gamble. Okay. I think it's going to go up next week because I have a feeling. Okay. Dumb. Don't do it. All right. Oh yeah, BA. That's what I was going to pull up. Okay, BA is looking okay. We had this high right here, right? Yesterday, we got a nice little bump right in the morning and towards the afternoon, which I had talked yesterday about. I liked a 260 call for next week when the price was opening up, around 253. I said I like 260, 265 for the next week or two. I think this is going to work back up towards previous highs. If you have a 260 call for today, I just watch it open here. It's got support at 251, but I would totally consider that a lotto at this point. Okay. Lotto. It may or may not. Like I said, today's going to be unpredictable a little bit. I don't know what's going to happen. All right, guys. That's my rant for this morning. Oh, I do want to talk about Disney real quick. I told you guys yesterday I would go over. So you guys saw, you can see some charting on here I did. You guys saw yesterday that Power Trades put out a put if it goes below 191.78 or some crap. I just want to show you guys what he was seeing. Okay? And I did not talk to Power Trades about this, but like I said, we're both technical analysis guys. I know exactly what he's seeing. All right, so here was a channel that it broke out of, right? And then you can see it was getting wedged, and I would have thought that would have broke out higher and gotten up to the width of the channel, but it did not, and it broke down. Okay, but now we got a new wedge forming right here. And you can see it keeps hitting on this support line, which is that 191.78, which I have to go pull up what Power Trades, what his actual number was. Give me 1 second. I'll just go pull up his room. He said on Disney, if it was below 191.78, he is looking. So without even talking to Power Trades, I know exactly what he's looking at. Okay. And this is the same reason when I don't talk to King about all his plays, right? But I can look at King's plays and I can come back to you guys and I can tell you why he took them almost every time. King has been a Forex trader since he was 15. Power Trades is a TA analysis guy. I'm a technical analysis guy. And, we also look at flow and different things. At least me and King do. I'm not 100% sure if Power Trades does or if he's all technical analysis. But I know why I take plays, guys. And this is why Power Trade said that. So if it falls below that 190, 178, that'll be a new low, and that would be indication of a breakdown out of this channel, which that's a pretty wide channel, to be honest. If it broke down, it could mean back down to 188, 190 range. So we don't want to see that. Yesterday with the SPY, show you guys a couple things that I looked at, right? So this candle right here is when I took that SPY call, and you guys saw it kind of went down a little. I announced it and it went down a little bit. That's because it tested that support, came back up a little bit, but it was being pretty indecisive. It was on that green volume on that candle was pretty small, and then red started kicking right back in. So I added to that position, and here we are, pre-market down to 390. I'd like it to fall a little bit lower, honestly. Maybe when it opens, panics a little bit. And then get the buyers to kick in, the bulls to kick in, and start pushing this thing back up. That's what I would like to see. But yeah, so that's what I was looking at. Now, yesterday too, I told you guys, technically what you could have done on the breakdown, there was a point where it kind of started to crawl back up. That would have been a bounce. You could have technically played a quick call on that and made, probably 20%, scalped it. I didn't call it just because I'm not trading just to trade, but that's what I was watching for. Okay, so now you guys see it. Now you know. I'm trying to teach you guys stuff. I'm going to go over, I'm going to do a TA this weekend, technical analysis class. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it Saturday or Sunday yet. I will announce that. It'll be recorded. You guys can go back and view it anytime. If you want to see the new Discord mock setup, shoot me a DM. Corrector, have a good day. Good luck on Tilray, buddy.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yep. All right, guys. Everybody have a good day. Work on discipline and think about what that means for you and your account. And look back at yourself the last 30 days and ask yourself, have you been disciplined? Okay? That's my homework for you. We'll see you guys in the room. DM me if you have questions.
Bitch, I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money. The pressure be calling. Left on my blessings. I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something. That's why I ain't